Remington 760 Game Master is a little bit more complicated to break down, disassemble, and put back together again than what you see on some of the videos and some of the instructions that you can find on the web. I only found that out after I disassembled it and put it back together again, that there was a lot of mistakes that people could make, and I decided I'd make this video so I could help people out and they wouldn't get as frustrated. Now, on my brother's 760 Game Master, I took it apart, I de-blued, re-blued, stripped the stain off of the force grip and the stock, and restained it and then applied a polyurethane on it. I did all of this though before I realized that I really needed to make a video. One thing you need to know is that this is the action tube. This is what the foregrip will slide up and down on. Okay. This is a little spacer bracket, and it comes off fairly easy, and it's made of plastic, so be careful about that. Make sure you, if you're bluing it or anything like that, that after you're done bluing it and you've got it lightly oiled, that you go ahead and put this bad boy back on there, because you're not going to be able to put it on there very easily if you go ahead and attach this back to the rifle. Okay, now you'll notice there's a pin right there. In some of these videos they tell you to knock that pin out. Besides the fact that it's really hard to knock it out, it's also not wise to knock it out because you're not supposed to. You can disassemble and reassemble without taking this little screw knob off, because that's the way it was designed. You see this little hole right here? That's how you unscrew it from the rifle. Okay, this is the trigger mechanism for the Remington 760 Game Master. And like most other things, you need to do things safely. Now, if your safety button is showing red, you're on fire. Okay? You don't want to have that, because bad things can happen if this mechanism is out. So, don't pull the trigger for one thing. Push the safety back in. You'll notice that this end isn't red. The trigger won't pull, and thus you won't have the hammer go forward, and you might lose your spring. Before you get started disassembling, make sure you get a little cup of some kind where you can put your pieces in, especially screws and pins. For the most part, your butt plate's going to consist of 2 wood screws, and your trigger mechanism is held in by 2 pins. Unless you've got a scope on there, that's pretty much all you're going to have to take off as far as screws or pins.